Warning, the Stone Age Gamer includes a lot of bad language. Cover your mother***ing ears.
Good evening and welcome to the Stone Age Gamer Podcast. I'm your host, Dan Ryan, and joining me tonight is painful dental procedure, Penelope.
Hi-ho!
And flimsy excuse to miss a week of the podcast, Katie.
Hello!
Kris finally had his teeth yanked out of his head by a quote-unquote professional, and while he is on the mend, the children and I decided to record this after-school special. What does that mean exactly? We don't really know, but don't you touch that dial because the Stone Age Gamer Podcast starts now. Well, good evening. No, shut up. You don't say anything. No, I forgot to tell you. You don't say shit. I go into the thing.
Sorry. I don't know how this works.
It's all right.
Evan, cut that out.
You don't listen to the podcast. I don't either. I like that you're already getting it to where you're telling Evan to cut things out, though, because I do that constantly. You need to get closer to the microphone, though.
Sorry,
okay.
I can't help it.
All right, shut up.
Oh.
Well, good evening to you and how you be. This is not episode 499 of the Stone Age Gamer Podcast. No, it's the after-school special for the week of January 26th. 2024.
I'm gonna burp.
Kris is out healing, so the girls and I will be tackling the episode this week. We'll talk about some news, what we've been playing, and then Penny and Katie will tell you, yes, you the listener, what was their game of the year for 2023 and what game they are most looking forward to in 2024. Now, the last time we tried to do a podcast, all of us together, we did it all in the same room with one microphone. And tonight, we are attempting something a little bit different. So, if this is an absolute just disastrophe of an episode, I apologize.
I also apologize.
Katie apologizes.
It's not my fault.
It's not Penn's fault. Really, Evan should be the one apologizing because he will not have been able to wrangle this clusterfuck into something listenable. I have told the children that they are not allowed to swear.
Damn it.
But I am, because I'm an adult, damn it. And I can do what I want.
Son of a Frankfurter.
So children.
Yes.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm doing fine.
I'm doing fine.
Okay, Katie first. Katie, how
I have
you
the
doing?
talking
Well, because
stick.
she's talking more.
I
Hey.
have the talking stick. The talking Pikmin. Shut up.
I'm gonna get closer to the
Oh, well, then you gotta talk, Katie. How you doing?
Oh, right. What do I say? I have been having a good day. It's technically not an after-school special because we didn't have school today because the blizzard that was in Minnesota decided to trot its happy ass down here. What? And I've kind of just been drawing stuff all day. That's really it.
I
played Roblox.
So, listeners, obviously you don't know this. Kris is missing the episode because he is in pain, right? He had his teeth pulled out of his head. But Katie...
Send our condolences.
We do, to his teeth.
Rip your teeth, Evan.
Can I have them?
Kris, fuck.
Katie! God damn it. But I wanted to let the listeners know that Katie is a real trooper here because when she was getting out of the car the other day, she slipped and ate shit.
I got to see it.
Completely horizontal, right on her ass.
Yeah.
My leg and arm are in pain.
But she's here toughing it out, and Kris is at home playing Metal Gear or whatever he's doing.
Yeah, I got to see that firsthand when we were coming back from school on Thursday. I was already on the steps at that point, unlocking the door, and I hear just a loud thunk, and then I turn around and her happy ass is on the floor. She is out. She's
Yeah,
gone.
I just had to sit there for a second.
It's like a what's the one game with the fatalities?
Mortal Kombat?
It's like a Mortal Kombat fatality. Shut up!
Fatality is a very, very different thing.
Shut up!
It's all right. Stop
I
yelling.
feel like they did that once, actually.
I'm gonna
There's-
hurt your listeners' ears. I'm sorry.
There's a couple fatalities where people explode. Well, okay. Pen,
Yes.
how are you doing?
I'm doing wonderful. I got to play outside in the snow with the dogs. It was very pretty. It was also very cold, but it was a lot of fun. And I did not slip on my ass and die on the pavement like somebody I know. But it was a lot of fun. And I also got to play a lot of Mario Kart today. And that was also a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm. And what movie did you watch today?
Oh, we watched Godzilla -1. Me and Dad, watched it, but in black and white. It was so much better in black and white, in my opinion. It's like a blast to the past, straight to 1954. It was so good.
I missed all of this because
Yeah,
I
'cause
didn't
you're
go
a
to
wuss.
sleep last night until 4 a.m. and then I slept until 1 p.m. today, so I missed the
Fix
Godzilla. I woke up to the Godzilla leitmotif thing happening and was extremely concerned for a second.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose you never want to wake up and just hear dun, 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 dun,
No.
dun.
Yeah, that's not
Because
what you
that's how
want.
you know the world's ending, and that's how you know you need to run to the sea and just drown yourself right then.
Oh my god.
Oh,
All
God.
right,
That's
so
what Mom says.
I know your mother is always whenever
My
Tiff.
mom's a pessimist.
Whenever something bad happens in the world, she begins to hope for a meteor strike, or she always lets us know that she is not the adventuring hero type. She is going to walk directly into the ocean
Because she's a wuss.
because she is a wuss. All right, so what have you guys been playing recently? Because you guys are it's very different what you guys play versus like what me and Kris play usually, or
Yeah.
what our listeners play. So, Pen, what have you been playing recently?
I've mostly been playing indies and like indie demos and stuff. Like I was mostly playing things like Captain Wayne, Vacation Destination, the Anton Blast demo, Pizza Tower, which is probably a given if I mentioned those other two. Oh shoot, what was the other one? Oh, Boom Buster is also another one that I've been looking at.
What's
so-
this demon one you were talking about?
Helltaker! Oh, the Demon Harem one!
Okay.
Oh, God.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about Helltaker.
Helltaker's... Are you sure you want that on the podcast?
Yeah, it's fine.
Are you sure? Okay.
If you're playing it,
I know I shouldn't be playing it. That's
well,
the thing.
I know.
I should,
That's okay.
Listen, it is about a demon anime girl harem. Do you really want me playing that?
Oh,
Do you really?
you know, it is what it is.
You think that low of me?
I do.
How dare you?
So, what's this game about? What do you do? What's
Okay,
it like? What?
But a Helltaker, again, it's just a team and harem. You have to solve a bunch of these puzzles. It's a puzzle strategy game. I hate puzzle strategy games. A lot of them are super annoying, and I take like hours on them.
Okay.
But it's a puzzle strategy game, and after all the puzzles you solve, you have like it's like turn based, so you have a certain set of turns that you have to do, and you have to complete the puzzle in that amount of turns. I'm gonna burp again. I'm sorry.
Okay. Well, keep it to yourself.
Don't need to announce that.
Shut up. And after that, once you complete the puzzle, obviously.
Get closer to the microphone. It's
Once
not
you
gonna bite.
complete the puzzle.
Maybe not that close.
Once you complete the puzzle, I'm trying my best. Once you complete the puzzle, you get the demon, you get the girl, you get the hoochie mamas,
You get the
you
wife.
get the woman.
And do they join like that?
They
So that's
join your
like just
harem.
the goal of the game is they join your harem.
Yeah, that's basically the goal of the game.
And
You
then
gotta
they're-
get all of them in your harem, and then oh, my voice cracked. Oh,
Super cringy.
shut up!
Very chewy.
Shut up!
You gotta collect all the pretty ladies.
I'm peeking the mic.
Stop yelling.
Stop peeking the mic.
Anyway, there's like a final boss as well. I haven't beaten that yet. I had it on the cheat mode where you don't get hurt, so I technically haven't beaten it yet. And
Cheater.
ooh, shut up. Ooh, and after I beated it, that's not a word.
After I beated it.
That's not a damn word. After I beat it with Evan, cut all this blank space out. I'm sorry. I'm giving you too much work.
It's all right.
Evan,
It's all right.
my man. Anyway, after you beat it, there's like an option to like open this portal. There's like you have to find like a bunch of like code stuff.
Okay.
And you have to do like this thing on the carpet with the pentagram and yada yada yada, and you open this portal, and then Beelzebub is in there.
Cool.
For some reason. And she's like this big fly bitch as well. Excuse my language. She's this big fly bitch as well, but she also turns into an anime girl. She technically joins your harem, but you can't get out of the portal, so it's basically just a win-lose situation.
Okay. And this is on Steam?
Yeah, this is on Steam. I think it's free. I think it's free. But
I didn't buy it, so it must have been.
Yeah, but also Hero has like mysterious Steam coins from like the middle of nowhere somehow.
Oh yeah, I do. I spent all that on Pizza Tower stuff.
Of course,
most of it on Pizza Tower stuff. Anyway, this pissed me off. By the way, so I was gonna play it again, so like I could beat the final boss Judgment, right? Yeah. And I don't know what I did. I think I misclicked something, but and I was like trying to open the game again. I was trying to get to that spot. But I reset the entire thing, so I had to do that all over again.
Oh, that sucks.
I reset it! And I'm so mad, and I haven't touched it since.
That sucks.
Because I'm that mad about it.
That Kris just did the same thing. He was playing, do you guys know Dadish? Okay.
No.
Dadish... Fucking disgusting. You are a horrible, disgusting child.
What happened?
I needed to spit.
In here spitting...
I used the trash can. It's fine.
Disgusting.
I'm not that disgusting. I'm not that disgusting.
Anyway, so Dadish is this very charming, very cute little platforming game, and there was a version of it this year, or for the past year, called Daily Dadish, and there was a new level that would come up every day. And a bunch of the listeners have been playing it. Kris has been playing it, and
sorry.
You're disgusting.
Apologies.
This is what I have to live with.
They're 14. I'm worried. I'm Tony Stark in a cave with scraps, guys. I'm doing what I can. All right.
You're Tony Stark with two Spider-Men. It's not a good combination.
Spider assholes.
Spider assholes.
I'm not that.
No, I'd be Doc Ock. I'd be Doc Ock. But
anyway, so Kris was playing this game and he missed a day. Right, so now he has to go back and like time travel with the Switch because he, was 300 and some odd days, and instead of getting to 365, like he missed a day and it reset. So that's super.
That's awful.
That super sucks. I've done that before too. I know
it physically hurt.
I know a bunch of our listeners will have that same experience too.
I ran from my computer and went to the other room.
Of like deleting a save file that you didn't mean to delete or starting over. Yeah, like it really sucks.
I almost accidentally did that with Pikmin 3 once.
I was like seconds away from deleting it, and Katie was also in the room at this point. So she was actually the one who stopped me because I thought I was just exiting the game.
I have no memory of this.
Over mine, and she was like, "Dude, don't," because I was on the delete the save file instead of just close it out. And keep in mind, I was at like 95% at that point, so I was like really close to getting to the end.
That would have sucked.
If I did that, if I accidentally deleted it, I would have ended up on the news. Yeah. I would have ended up on the news. The entire west side of the U.S. would be gone. I'm telling you.
All right. Well, we don't live on the
entire west of the U.S. population. Just
we don't live
on the west,
so that's fine.
We don't live on the west.
Well, no. Jesus Christ, Katie, what have you been playing? You're done talking now. Before you embarrass me anymore.
I've played like a couple different games, depending on how far back you want to consider recently. I guess like. The main one that was, like, super fun that I played, that I, like, beat, that's the one I've beat the most recently.
Yeah.
Was Pikmin 4. Pikmin 4 was super good. I'll get into that later when we go into the Game of the Year thing. The accidental spoilers, sorry. But we'll get into that later, and then I also have the remakes of the first two games, and when I've had time, I've been chipping through those. There's this, like, fucking bread bug or something. Yeah, it's
Language.
a bread bug. Sorry. Sorry, this bread bug is really annoying. There's a bread bug that, has a ship part. but I'm really bad at aiming, and the
Ship.
first two games
you said
don't have
ship
target.
part. I thought you said shit part. Oh, man.
But the first two games don't have target locking, which is super beneficial in the third and fourth game. Because I am terrible at aiming, so I've like twice now almost wasted an entire day just trying to kill this damn bread bug. Because it's annoying. And then I guess I've been doing a lot of like Roblox as well. But that kind of doesn't really count because there's not really specific games in there.
I mean, it does, though. You've been playing it
like,
give or
for
take,
so long.
depending on who you ask.
Yeah, like the most recent game that I've been playing more often is it's called Regretivator. It's like an endless elevator thing. There are different challenges. There are little NPCs. It's fun. Kind of hard to explain though. And then Smash Brothers. Been playing a lot of Smash Brothers recently too. I main Olimar because I like Pikmin. So yeah. If any of you know of a Mario and Dr. Mario combo that has recently destroyed an Olimar, that was me. I was that Olimar. Y'all were terrifying. Freaking they used each other as platforms to get to me after I respawned in because I flew up to the top of the stage and the Mario jumped and the Dr. Mario jumped on top of him to get to me. It was horrifying.
Oh, God.
I'm talking way too loud.
It's okay.
But yeah, that was scary. And then I have just, on the side been doing, like, these little, like, pet sim things. Not really like pet, but like Neopets. There's this one called Flight Rising that's essentially just Neopets but with dragons, and everything is way less expensive. And everything is way less grindy. So that's been fun, and then there's another one that's called Poppy Seed Pets, where instead of Neopets, they're little doodle things. That one's got way less stuff to do in it, though, than Flight Rising.
Yeah.
I would highly recommend both of them, though. They're fun.
Well, and it's an interesting thing, too, that you said, because your mother said it the other day while we were sitting on the couch, and she was like, I don't really consider myself a gamer. Like, we were in the middle. She didn't just say that, like, out of nowhere.
I don't consider one either.
We were in the middle of a conversation, and Penn and I were talking about this earlier. But, like, Tiff plays more video games than I think the three of us combined. She is on her phone with this Harry Potter game that she plays. She plays a bunch of different puzzle games and stuff on there. But still, she was like, I don't consider myself a gamer. And not only does she play this Harry Potter game all the time, but she's in a fucking guild. Like, she's on a team, and they send each other messages, and, like, they coordinate.
Shit.
They coordinate, like, when they're gonna play and what they're gonna do. And I was like, you're a fucking bigger gamer nerd than the rest of us combined.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
I've always been really bad with those sort of guild things, like this Cookie Run Kingdom game that I talked about the last time I was on here has guilds and stuff. And, well, I haven't played Cookie Run Kingdom in a while, but I might pick it back up because some of the new updates are interesting. But yeah, I am technically in a guild, but like we don't do jack shit. We've done nothing. We don't even communicate with each other. We have done nothing. I literally joined a guild just to get one cookie that you can only get from being in a guild.
Right,
and I have not talked to them.
But it's also kind of an interesting question, right? Of like, if you are a mobile gamer and you play like these puzzle games and stuff, and I'm not talking about the ones that have been around for, like, I play Snap,
like
I play
Crush.
Pad, and Candy Crush, and that sort of thing.
You play Candy Crush?
No,
I still play Pokemon Go.
I don't play Candy Crush.
I still play Pokemon
like,
Go.
But, like, should that be considered being a gamer? I think it does.
I think it's its own sub-branch.
We consider people who play Genshin Impact and, like, Honkai Star Rail. This is going to be super controversial because people hate Genshin. I don't really like Genshin either, but those people are considered gamers too, so, like...
And that's a mobile game, right? Like,
that's a mobile game, yeah.
So.
Well, it's mobile and PC, but most people play it on mobile.
Well, and I think one of the two came to PlayStation. It's either Genshin or Honkai. I think it was Honkai Star Rail.
Probably.
I would imagine it's Star Rail because Star Rail is the newer of the two.
Yeah, I think so.
Honkai Star Rail came out like...
Hoyoverse things came
Yeah,
there.
Honkai Star Rail came out like last year at some point.
Yeah. I don't know. They certainly make enough money off of people for those people, I think, to be considered gamers.
I always considered mobile games and like solely playing mobile games. I always consider that to be like a sub-bridge. So you got the gamer, and then you have the mobile gamer. It's like a branch off. It's like a tree. It's like a
it's like
mycelium. You know,
it's like a red-tailed hawk.
Sure, yeah.
It's like a red-tailed hawk and insert other kind of hawk, because I only know of one kind of hawk. But it's like a red-tailed hawk and other hawk variety.
That was a really good comparison, Katie.
They're both
other type of hawk.
Anyway, I was getting into like an actual metaphor, so shut up, I have the talking stick. Shut up, I have the talking stick. They're both... Shut up! They're both hawks. They're just different kinds of hawks. They're just different kinds of hawks. And they do different things.
It's like there's two wolves inside of me. One wolf. One hawk is an angry hawk. And the other hawk, insert hawk name here, is we don't know what kind of hawk he is, because I only know about the one kind of hawk. But there's two of them in there.
I don't know other hawk varieties.
Oh God! All right. Well,
I thought there was like at least there's a gray hawk.
Sure. I'm sitting here being shitty about it, but like I don't know other hawk varieties right now either. So
you have a phone?
Whatever. I do. I'm not going to look it up though. Anyway,
I'll do it for you.
So,
I have your password.
No.
Oh.
So for me, this week I've talked about it last week of finishing Spider-Man 2. This week I decided, I was like, all right, so I'm going to go and I'm going to 100% the game. Because I only needed like a couple more trophies to 100% the game. I don't get very many platinums in games because I just don't fucking care. But for this one, I was just having such a good time. I was like, all right, let me go back in and do it. And I'm not going to be able to 100% the game, because the last trophy that I have to get in order to 100% it and get the platinum is I have to do stealth takedowns from the web line. So, the only thing that happens in the game now, I have completed literally everything else that happens in the game. The only thing that will happen now is as you are swinging around the city, random crimes will break out. So,
like the cultists.
Yeah, like the cultists that are worshipping the flame, the symbiotes. There's some hunters still. There's just dudes like robbing a bank or whatever.
This guy's selling guns illegally.
Yeah, crime. There's people doing crime in the city. And when you're swinging around the city and you come upon these random crimes, it's not like they're set up in an area where it's very easy to shoot out web lines and then perform stealth takedowns. Like, it's just not a thing I'm going to be able to do. So I will not be able to platinum this game until I have two options. I can wait for the DLC to come out.
There's a DLC confirmed?
There definitely is going to be DLC.
100%.
There was, in the leak that we did not talk about on here, there's some rumors that there was information, because Sony was hacked back in December. There's rumors that there was information about some Spider-Man DLC in there. I don't know what it is because I didn't look at it. But there was DLC for the first Spider-Man game. There was the Miles Morales game. There's definitely going to be DLC for this. So I can either wait until the DLC shows up, or I can start a new game on a new save and then wait till the game tells me how to do the stealth takedowns, which I don't remember how long. The reason I don't want to do that is I don't remember how long into the game it was. Like, if it was an hour, if it was an hour and a half, I don't remember. But I don't want to then just go through the game completely depowered, because there's not like a new game plus option. So that was kind of a bummer. I was really bummed out about it.
You could just speedrun the only half that doesn't have the stealth takedown. You could just speedrun it.
I know, but I don't want to.
Why not?
Because I don't.
Because it's a long time.
If it's a speed run, it's not going to take that
Would you
long.
like me to look up the fastest speed run on there? I guarantee you it's more
it
than
takes
an
you, like,
hour.
2
Well, yeah,
seconds.
but I don't know. Like I said, I don't know when you get the. I don't remember because you can only do certain things when the game tells you that you can do them, and I don't remember when it told you you could do the thing. So
I
don't
hate
know.
that shit. I hate that in video games because Sonic Frontiers has that where there are a whole bunch of combo things and it tells you how to do the combo things on the like unlock page, but you can't actually do them until you get the unlock. And I hate that. Why are you telling me how to do it if I can't do it? It's annoying.
Yeah,
I should
no,
just be able
it
to go
is.
do that.
It is.
It really
I
is.
get
You
it.
can't
It really
in
is.
Sonic Frontiers. I still haven't beat Sonic Frontiers because I was annoyed about it.
I
But
thought you did.
I didn't.
Well, do that.
I will. I have a whole backlog I need to get through, dude. But yeah, you can't like spin dash in Frontiers properly. If I'm remembering this correctly, you can't spin dash properly for like until you like unlock the first like thingy, which is annoying.
That is annoying.
I mean, I don't use the spin dash. I rarely use spin dashes in Sonic games. I don't know why. I just don't. But still, that's kind of annoying since that's like iconic. Like I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure
it's-
anyway. I don't remember being able to spin dash early on in the game.
I don't know. I haven't played it. I don't know.
I haven't beat it.
Anything else you guys have been playing, or should we move on to talking about a couple of news stories?
I don't really think so.
That's really it.
Yeah, I don't really have any more like demos that I remember talking
Okay.
about. I mean, there is the Sugary Spire demo that I have been playing like on and off.
Yeah.
But
Did they
that
update the
doesn't really
demo?
count as like a
Did they
new
update that, by
game.
the way?
What?
Did they update that, by the way?
No, not from anything
Dang.
I've seen. Not like any of the news I've seen. Besides, like the one character concept page for that painter dude. Like, I think that's pretty much it. At least on the Twitter, from what I've seen. I still don't like that painter design. I still don't like it. I remember, didn't I show you that I like redesigned it? I
think
showed
so.
Katie, but I didn't.
Yeah, you
I don't
showed it
remember
to
if I
me,
showed you.
and how the original looks like a Castle Crashers boss. I need to play Castle Crashers,
Yeah, he
by the way.
does look like a Castle Crashers.
I'll do that at
we
some
should
point.
we should get Castle Crashers and play it as a family.
Yay, we
Yeah.
can make that a series.
Well, I thought it was like a I thought there was like a Newgrounds thing for
Is
it
it?
originally, where you could
Oh, I
just
don't
do it
know.
on
You
Newgrounds.
can look it up. You can
I
look
don't
I don't
it
know.
up
I'll
after
check
the
on
show.
Newgrounds later since I
But,
have a
like,
Newgrounds
besides
account.
that, I don't really have anything else.
I don't
and I
post
don't think
anything on
Sugary Spire-
Newgrounds.
It's a game, but like I don't think it counts because it's like a U or whatever.
All right.
Yeah, that
I
reminds
don't,
me.
I don't
need
have
to
much to talk about it.
I need
that
to
hasn't
post
already
shit
been
on
covered,
Newgrounds.
at least.
That's like entirely off topic. Evan, cut out the I need to post shit on Newgrounds.
Well, it was in the middle of me talking,
Evan-
so we can't cut that out.
Shh. Evan is a professional. He will handle this. All right. Well, let me pull us back on the rails a little bit.
The news.
It's time for week old news.
Aw.
And then there's like a song that Evan plays,
Do-do-do-do.
something like that. All right, so not a ton of stuff going on this week. Just a couple of things that I wanted to call to our attention and have us discuss for a second.
Oh no, Louis.
Foam Stars.
is that?
Oh,
Foam
heard
Stars,
of
the
that.
Splatoon clone
The
that
Splatoon?
Square Enix
Oh,
is
I've never
making.
seen it before.
Right?
don't like it.
Square Enix has come out and said,
has?
hey, could you guys please stop comparing Foam Stars and Splatoon?
I mean,
To which I say, no.
no, yeah, no.
You
Yeah,
made
it's
the same
literally
game.
just Splatoon.
It's literally the same, but instead of ink, it's just soap. Like there's really not a difference. There's really not a difference. Like
Yeah. The
If you
only
wanted to
real major difference is that the foam like piles up and you can go and surf over it.
and like that's cool. And like I like the designs. I like the way it looks. I like the visuals. But like I feel like you could just make it a bit more interesting. You know, like I don't
like that they're humans. I don't like that they're humans.
I don't think you can get rid of the comparing to Splatoon entirely because everybody's already going to compare something to everything. Like
Shiver,
you
quit
could
it.
find comparisons from one thing to a whole other thing. So you can compare everything to everything. So I don't think you can get really get rid of that fully, but at least you could do a little more unique things besides the soap. Because again, the soap and the foam and the build-up and that kind of stuff, that's cool. I like that, but just make it a bit more interesting, you know?
Yeah, the producer, Kosuke Okatani, he
That's
was
a fun
asked
name.
if he's bored of people comparing the two games. He said, yes, there have been many comparisons on the internet, but also we saw on social media that the people who actually played it saw that it's a completely different game.
And we haven't played it.
And we have not played it. And that very well may be true.
We're just going off of what we've seen.
But
of
there's just no way that this game will not be forever compared to Splatoon. It's like
It's a color-based team shooter. Of course,
when you
it's going
boil
to be
it
compared
down,
to
they're
Splatoon.
basically the same concept, you know?
Yeah, it would be like the Mortal Kombat team being like, could you stop comparing us to Street Fighter? Like, no, we're not going to do that. I know they're very different games, but
they
no.
both do their own things, but at the end of the day, when you boil it down to the basic components and the basic concepts of it, they're basically the same game. Once you remove all the differences, they're the same.
Especially considering the inspiration is so blatant. They are lying by saying that they're not inspired by Splatoon because fucking look at it.
They didn't say they weren't inspired by it. They just said,
it's obvious.
Stop comparing us.
And, like, I get it. Respect 100% to the developers for saying, hey, stop doing this, stop doing that, stop comparing us to Splatoon. It's annoying. But, like, Splatoon is such a popular game as well.
And it's good, too.
What?
It's good, too.
It's a good
fun.
game. It's popular. And when you make a game similar to that, you just can't get rid of it.
Yeah. All right, next thing that happened, I just thought this was pretty cool, and the amount of support that this game has gotten is
the title.
Just absolutely crazy. But Harmonix, who is now owned by Epic Games, and they are working on Fortnite stuff now. Harmonix has announced that the final DLC for Rock Band 4 will be coming out on January 25th. Now, the thing about that is that Rock Band 4, for those of us who don't remember, came out in 2015. So we've gotten nearly 10 years
of radio silence.
No, we've got nearly 10 years of relatively consistent DLC for this game. And it never grew to the popularity that the original Rock Band did and the original Guitar Hero and all of those things. Like, you guys have never played it because I'm a failure as a father.
You are.
That's fine. But
kidding, I love you.
Thank you. They have released almost 3,000 additional songs after that game came out in 2015. And I just thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah, that is pretty cool. Like, the dedication.
Yeah, good for them.
I lean back. The dedication is there. I like it.
Rest in peace, Rock Band.
Rest in peace.
It's a bummer that they're moving
pepperoni.
on to Fortnite, but Fortnite is still like the biggest thing in the world. And
everyone in our classes talks about it. It's getting annoying. I think
it is super annoying.
Yeah, that's all right.
The only thing I like about Fortnite is the banana. I like the banana. The banana is adorable, and some of the skin designs are cool.
I like Mr. Meowscles quite a bit.
Yes, Meowscles is hilarious. We love Meowscles.
Beefy Calico.
Yeah.
Oh.
He has like a whole family. He has a wife.
Wild. He made the internet go.
He has like a human wife.
He has a
I don't know
human
why.
wife?
He has a human wife.
They
Wait
have
a minute.
child.
Fact check this right now. Hold on.
I'm not fact checking. I don't care
They have
that much.
They have a child. The child is like just an actual cat with a mech suit. Like, it's literally just a cat. It's not like a buff cat. It is literally just a cat.
I love every little bit of that.
Yeah, that's kind of
buff
awesome.
Cat, human wife, small cat child.
All right.
Perfect.
Last thing we're going to talk about for week-old news, by the time this podcast comes out, whether you're listening as a Patreon subscriber, which you all should be, please give us money.
Please, we're broke.
Give us money. We need to buy Pikmin merch.
Please, sis. We don't have money for bid.
We need to get bread.
We need some coin.
Whether
said you got change for $1.
Give a coin to your Witcher or whatever the hell the quote was. I didn't play that game.
So, whether you're listening on Patreon or just a regular subscriber, you probably heard and or have seen the Xbox Developer Direct. So we're just going to...
He made us watch it this morning.
I did.
Yeah.
So that we could talk about it here. So we're just going to jump in, talk about the games in the order that they showed them off. The first one that they showed off, Obsidian, they've made Pillars of Eternity and the Outer Worlds. Outer Worlds, not Outer Wilds. They showed
guy
off
made a
their
song for
new
that.
RPG called Avowed. And this,
It was kind of interesting.
it did nothing for me.
It really did. You're spitting on me.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it was fine. It looked
Fine.
fine.
What? Stop laughing at me. The game was fine. Like, the visuals were good, I guess. But it really didn't just spark anything. It's not really all that interesting, in my opinion.
It seemed kind of,
Like, when I watched the trailer, I was, like, seconds away from falling asleep. No shade to the developers, of course, but it's just my opinion.
it seemed kind of generic.
Yeah.
It was there.
It's not like it's a bad thing, but, you know...
None of the games
it's just
really
really
did anything for me except for the last one. That one.
That's
was
fair.
Interesting.
The next game they showed was Senua's Saga Hellblade 2.
Now, that one was kind of interesting. I kind of like that one.
Yeah, I am super excited for this game. I think this looks super duper cool.
Yeah, it really does.
It's not my thing. It's not my thing.
It is definitely not your thing,
Isn't it the
Katie.
Psychosis one?
Yes.
I like the zombie designs, and I think the way that they're trying to implement Psychosis could be interesting.
Yeah, it's
if
pretty
inaccurate
cool
to how it actually works. But other than that, I do not care. It is not my type of thing.
And that's your opinion.
Yeah.
We can all respect it.
I-
We're all mature. We're all mature adults here, besides the two children.
Yeah, besides the two literal children.
I think it looks really
We'll be
cool.
adults in 4 years. It's close enough.
I'm pretty excited about it. They then, with a surprise announcement coming off the bench, Squeenix jumped in there and showed off Visions of Mana.
Yeah,
Or
that one
Mana,
was really cute.
however you want to
They
say
already
it.
That one
did-
was super duper cute. I really
They already-
liked the visuals of that one. You can wait your turn. I really liked the visuals of that one. It was
What-
really cute looking.
What's really funny, to me anyway, and it's definitely not coming across on the podcast because that is not a visual medium, but every time Penny is specifically talking to Katie, she looks at her iPad, which is what she's listening on so that we don't get like crazy feedback in the microphone. And there's no video on right now. Like Penn and I are out in the Jose Canseco Executive Annex. Katie is up
You
in her
call
room.
it the Jose
Yeah, I'm up in my room.
Canseco?
My
something
computer.
Yes.
That's
My
great.
computer doesn't have a camera, so it's just my Google icon, which is from Cookie Run Kingdom, ironically.
It is?
But it's just it's just that, so she can't actually see my
No,
face. She's
but
just
she keeps looking
glaring
at you
a
and, like,
profile
talking.
picture.
Anyway,
Just keeps glaring at a profile picture.
this looked cool.
It's
This looked
super
like
cute looking.
like a game.
I'm always a sucker for bright cartoony games.
Yeah, some of the
Really
enemies
cute
looked
looking.
cute.
I like that big dog thing. Whatever that big dog
Yes, the
thing
dog
is, I
thing,
like
the
it.
dog
I want
thing.
it. I like the dog thing. I like
So they talked about Secret of Mana. Then they showed off a game that I could not have cared any less. The Ara History Untold, which is made by
Historical
the
Drain Strategy.
the people who make
Full
Civilization.
government name.
They're fine.
Isn't that the game with the murderous warlord Gandhi in it or
Yes,
something?
yes.
That's
the
hilarious.
Civilization.
That's
Yeah, that
all you
happened.
know
That
it
happened
by?
because
That's
of
all
a
you know
bug.
it
They
by?
had
Yeah.
a bug with their
murderous
with their system thing. Because Gandhi starts at 0 of whatever the hell the thing was, but when I don't know what went wrong exactly, but it went into the negatives, and that it went into the negatives or something, but it doesn't have negatives in the original system, so it puts Gandhi at the max, which means he starts fucking nuking everybody.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome. It was
That's
pretty great, actually.
horrifying.
So,
But
Isn't Gandhi the guy who's non-violent?
He's like
yeah, which is why he
the
starts at 0
pacifist.
and
Yeah.
stays at
It's like
0.
the number one pacifist.
Yes.
Excuse the accent.
Don't do accents. That was racist.
Don't do that.
That was not racist.
It was a little racist. It was a little racist.
Shut up. Nobody asked you.
Oh.
Yeah, if you're into like Civ-style games, this looked like it looks really cool. It looks like you can do a lot of really cool stuff. It just put me to sleep.
Not our type
There's
of
a
game.
shitload of cougars.
Shitload of cougars.
Yeah, they put like a thing in the trailer mentioning how they had like just a message in their like bug finding forums that just said cougars.
That's awesome.
Fuck them damn cougars.
There's just too many fucking cougars. Too many cougars.
Goodness,
Please get these
all of you.
Hellcats away from me.
We get it from you.
I know. All right.
This is a disaster.
Finally, though, the last game that they showed off, Machine Games, who have done really good work on the Wolfenstein, the modern Wolfenstein games, showed off Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, and I thought this looked really, really cool.
It did. It looks.
I don't.
So cool.
I don't know much about Indiana Jones
Me neither.
outside of our.
Again, I failed you as a father. I know.
Our elementary school gym teacher really liked it so much that he did a game about it that was really fun, but also terrifying.
I got
where
crushed by that
like
ball so many times.
we stood in like a circle and a ball would be spun around the circle.
It was
One kid had to
terrifying.
run
It was
in the
so
middle of
scary.
the circle.
It was so
I don't know
scary
why
to, like,
we did that.
like 6-year-old little me.
I don't know why we did that, but
It was
but that's
terrifying.
literally all the connection I have to Indiana Jones. But the game
I see
looked
that ball
super
in my
interesting.
nightmares,
The
and I'm
whip
14.
combat,
I still see that ball in my nightmares.
the whip
I saw
combat
it
looked.
last night.
Stop talking over me! I have the talking stick. Anyway, the whip combat looked super fun.
Yeah, I thought the whip combat looked really. I'm a little bummed that it's in first person most of the time.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, that Avatar game that came out recently also does that, but what it's looking like with this Indiana Jones game is that it's not going to be as bad as that Avatar game, because the thing that people are talking about with that Avatar game is that the environment
It was
is...
an Avatar game, so ew.
No, it's that the
dissing
environment is
Avatar.
just
What did you do?
so full of shit that it blocks your vision when you're trying to traverse,
Yeah.
to where you can't see where you're trying to go. But this Indiana Jones thing doesn't look like there are that many plants just poking your eyes constantly.
No, it looked. I thought it looked really, really cool. I am definitely excited for it.
I'm excited for it too, personally.
Yeah, we have to get an Xbox now,
Oh,
or we have to. There's been a bunch
Or
of
we can
rumors.
pirate
No,
Where are
stop
we
it.
where are we gonna...
what?
There's been a
Don't
bunch of
encourage
rumors. We only put on our eye patch and peg legs for old games. We don't pirate new games.
Come on.
Ethics.
I don't have ethics.
Well,
And we also
yeah,
try not to pirate indie devs if they haven't done anything wrong.
that's true. And we are the arbiters of who has
Don't
and who
count
has
me
not
on that. I
done
don't care.
anything wrong. No,
It's
there
sunset to sundown.
there were also
Same
there's been some rumors, very, very heavy rumors. We talked about it a little bit last week that Microsoft is looking to go multi-platform
I hope so.
and whatever.
Yeah.
So
Excuse me.
this
We don't
because
have to
this
make it.
game originally, before Bethesda was purchased by Microsoft, was going to be a multi-platform game. So
And now it's
I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see. Perhaps in the future. But with
Perhaps.
that, we are going to take ourselves a quick break. So, so I can admonish the children for their terrible language. And I
Hey!
apologize to all of the listeners.
Hey,
That is not the kind of shit you sign up for.
you just hypocrite.
But also mostly to restart the Google Meet because it's about to die. So,
Yeah, y'all can't see it, but my setup here is just covered in Pikmin plushies, just on either side because I have that many.
Yeah, she has a problem.
So that's fun.
yeah,
Louis
well,
is in the middle.
need-
and we enable that problem. So, like I said, we're going to take ourselves a quick break, listen to some commercials. We'll be right back. You're listening to the Stone Age Gamer Podcast on
Go eat dinner.
geekade.com.
Hi everyone, Kris here. Podcast listening is free, but podcast creation is not. That's why the Geekade Patreon exists. In an effort to help us pay the bills, we've got a Patreon page set up where you can gain access to our monthly podcast topic schedule, get early access to many of our shows, and more. If you'd like to help support Geekade and keep these shows running week after week, head over to the Geekade Patreon page, linked in the show notes of this very podcast.
We are Safe at Home, the leading dog rescue in the heart of New Jersey. Are you searching for a loyal companion, a dog that will bring love and joy to your home? Look no further than Safe at Home. At Safe at Home, we believe in giving every dog a second chance. We rescue, rehabilitate, and find loving forever homes for dogs in need, right here in the Garden State. Our dogs are ready to make a lasting impact on your life. Each one has a unique story, a wagging tail, and an incredible capacity for love. When you adopt from Safe at Home, you're not just gaining a pet, you're becoming a part of our family. Our dedicated team ensures a seamless adoption process, providing ongoing support and guidance. With New Jersey's beautiful parks, beaches, and trails, you and your new furry friend will have endless opportunities for adventures and cherished memories. Safe at Home relies on the support of compassionate individuals like you. Your donations and volunteer work enable us to continue saving lives and finding forever homes for these amazing dogs. Join us in creating a safer, happier community for dogs in New Jersey. Together we can make a difference and give every dog the chance to feel safe at home. Visit our website or call us now to learn about how you can be a part of the Safe at Home mission. Safe at Home, because every dog deserves to be loved and protected. www.safeathomerescue.org. And we're back. In front, sideways, 360. It's the whole thing. We're in 3D.
With Gatorade.
With Gatorade and water. And beer.
I wish I had beer.
So, shut up. So, what I thought would be kind of cool would be for the children to talk to you guys about their games of the year. So we're going to start with Katie. Then we'll go over to Penn. Then Katie will then tell you what game she's most excited for coming out in 2024. Penn will do that, and that will be our show. All right, so Katie, take it away.
Okay, so, given by the mention of the Pikmin stick and my meaning of Olimar, you can probably guess that I like Pikmin. I was introduced to the Pikmin series from my mom, who watched Hank Green play the third game a lot, and when I had enough cognitive function to be allowed on the internet, looked into it more, and there were multiple games, and I got obsessed. I've played it a lot, and I have gotten the deluxe version of the third game for the Switch, and the 1 and 2 remakes for the Switch, and also Pikmin 4, which is my game of the year. There are a lot of things that I like about this game. I will be going into spoilers, because some of the shit that I really like is spoilers. So if you don't want Pikmin 4 spoilers, don't listen to the rest of this. I would have to say that my favorite area in the game would be Hero's Hideaway. I really love the fact that you get to go into an actual human house. And I also like the horrifying implications of it still looking like a family was in the middle of living there. The freezer door is ajar, there's pillows on the floor, there's child's drawings on the floor. Which seems horrifying, because
like
the thing about the Pikmin games is that the planet that Olimar continuously crash lands on, and that other people also get stuck on or just go to willingly, is a version of Earth where humans have all died.
I mean, do we know for sure that they've all died?
Do you think they could have just
It's pretty damn implied.
Okay.
Yeah. And in Pikmin 4's case, Olimar crash lands again, or I guess there is like speculation of it being a rewrite of the first 2 games, because there's some things that are mentioned throughout the game that would place it before the first 2 games, but there's also things that are mentioned that are only found in the second game and literally nowhere else in the series.
Okay.
So that's confusing, but whatever. But yeah, you are part of a group who gets an SOS signal from Olimar after he crash lands. And the original group that's going to get Olimar crashes as well, because people keep crashing on this damn planet. We should all stop going to this planet. And that's where you come in. And when I say you, I mean you literally, because you get to make a little avatar dude, which is super fun. I liked that a lot. Like, a lot of people hawked on Sonic Forces when it came out for having the avatar creator thing.
Yeah.
But I thought that was fun. I thought that was fun for Pikmin to do as well.
Yeah,
you also have a dog. His name is Ochi. I love Ochi so much. He's great. He also makes the game way easier, like dramatically easier.
Yeah, I've seen. He really does.
Can you complete the stuff without using Ochi?
There is some stuff that you can do without Ochi, but there are some segments that you literally need Ochi to get to, or else you can't complete the thing. For, like, part of the story, to get to another part of the story, you need... Well, first off, you need to find Ochi in the beginning to get to the rest of the actual game.
Right.
But there are some things, because Ochi can jump. For the first time in the Pikmin series, you can jump. And there are some places that you need to jump to, otherwise you can't get up there. So that's... so you need Ochi.
Okay.
It's just you and Ochi. There are not other captains, which I was a little bit sad about, because I really liked with Pikmin 3 and Pikmin 2 that you can, like, delegate the other captains to other tasks.
Yeah.
Thought that was convenient. But yeah. I'd have to say, out of the new characters introduced, I'm having a hard time picking a favorite one out of the Rescue Corps group, because I like all of them, for different reasons. I guess I would say Colin, because he's the, like, all-around, just all around, he's just a good dude. He's the only one that, like, actually, like, for the most part, seems actually concerned about you, for the most part, which is nice, because Shepard and Colin are really the only ones that act like actually concerned. Dingo gets a little concerned sometimes. Bernard
Shepard,
isn't...
Colin, Dingo, and Bernard.
They're all named after all of the...
names.
Oh, I just peeked the mic, I'm sorry.
Okay.
All of the story characters are named after dogs.
That's cute.
Kind of, like,
really
Colin
cute.
is a collie, Shepherd, German Shepherd, Dingo,
Ate your
Bernard is
baby.
a Saint Bernard.
He looks like he'd eat your baby.
Yeah, Mom, every single time I talked to her about shit that Dingo did, she'd say, Dingo ate your baby, just often to her. Like, I could see it, she would mouth, Dingo ate my baby.
It's kind of a thing.
For stealthing.
It's kind of a thing for those of us that are born of a certain age. Just Dingo ate your baby. You can't hear the word dingo without being like, Dingo ate your baby.
You're
Just,
gonna
Yeah.
pass that on to me. I'm gonna start saying that at school.
But yeah, the basic story premise of the game is you need to first get the rest of your rescue corps and then get Olimar. But there is this weird red leafling that I will dub Sasquatch. Sorry, Sasquatchamar. Because he looks like Olimar, and spoiler alert, he is. He is this.
That makes it a lot more easier, does it?
Because what Sasquatchamar is he is a leafling. Because what happens to Olimar, again, spoilers, is...
We've already given the spoiler warning. You
Sorry.
don't have to
Sorry.
say spoilers each time. It's okay.
Is that after Olimar gets his ship parts again, because there's like this little like mini side story thing called Olimar Shipwreck Tale, where you essentially do the same thing you did in Pikmin 1, but now you have this green dog called Moss, who also causes problem in Hero's Hideaway. I'll get to that later.
She looks like she's fine.
But yeah, once he gets back on his ship, Moss also tries to get on the SS Dolphin. That's the spaceship. So Olimar has to turn around to go put the dog back, but his life support system fails literally as soon as he gets out of the ship to go put Moss back. So basically, he got murked by a fucking dog.
Language. 10.
Yeah, Olimar has a canonical kill-death ratio of 0 to 1. If you don't count the creatures as kills, because they're not people.
Jesus.
They're not people! A
Still...
Bulborb has...
Anyway,
a Bulborb is not a person. Anyway,
maniac.
But yeah, you go through the other areas, you find the rest of your crew. Some of them are also leaflings, which it's not really established if they actually, like, died before that, or if they were just unconscious. The game never tells you, but considering the fact you find some of the other castaways which you're finding around, because you are a rescue ranger, you gotta go get them. Considering the fact
rescue ranger? Like Chippendale?
Yeah, kind of. But given the fact that some of these castaways are found inside of creatures, I don't think they're alive anymore. But other than that, yeah, so, Yanni might have died.
I didn't know that part.
Which is...
You never told me that.
Spoilers.
Spoilers. But yeah,
she played this game long ago. She could have warned me.
Yeah,
she did. She said spoilers. Like
I said spoilers
5 minutes ago.
But yeah, but you get to Olimar. He's like hiding in a thing in Hero's Hideaway. You get his leafling body out of the thing. Moss fucks off. I don't know. And you go cure Olimar, and he actually says something, like, super sad when you get him the first time, where he, like has a brief moment of lucidity between the Dandori-induced insanity of being a leafling, where he talks about how he misses his wife and kids, and he just wants to see them for one last time, and it's like, but anyway, and then after that, Louis, my favorite character in the series, finds Moss, and then you have to go get these co-pilots, but I'm talking too much, so moving on.
It's okay. What is it about Pikmin that you like? What is it about the game, right? So that was an excellent summary of the story, for the most part. I know you didn't give all of it, but...
Yeah, Pikmin is a very hard game series to explain. It's very hard to introduce new people to the game Pikmin without just showing them a video of Pikmin, because it's hard to explain.
It's kind of a wild concept.
Yeah, but I guess...
Like, you control hundreds of little creatures that destroy things or eat things or murder things or and they do it all for you. But you have to plant them and pluck them. It's a very odd...
You also kill thousands of them.
Yeah.
Pikmin 4 is the, I haven't beat the first two, actually. I'm kind of ashamed to admit that. I have never beat the first two games. But I'm working on that now. But out of the ones that I have beat, Pikmin 4 is the one I killed the least amount of Pikmin in, and I killed like 124.
That's not too bad.
And that's considered a shockingly low amount amongst people who play Pikmin.
That's considered shockingly low?
As we've established,
how many did we kill?
They're not people.
Yeah,
so it doesn't
me
matter.
And Hero played Pikmin 3 together a while ago.
Hero and I.
We killed like 500 of them. It was bad because Hero over in the corner kept freaking out whenever an enemy showed up and running instead of trying to fight it and leaving.
He used me as bait.
Yeah, because you kept willingly being bait. Anyway,
I was not. You threw me at the Plaza Wraith.
Shut up! I have the talking stick. She kept getting all the Pikmin killed. Anyway, but yeah, I guess I like the collecting thing, the collecting shit part of it. I like all the characters. I like the murdering things. The combat is actually really fun for how simple it sounds. A lot of the bosses have really unique mechanics that can really only be done with this style of combat.
Like the Plaza Wraith, which
the Plaza Wraith.
Is bait for. Got over that. It scared the
Get
hell
over
out
it.
of me,
I have the
Katie.
talking stick. Shut up. So I don't know. It's just hard to explain. I just like it.
All right.
I just think it's neat.
I just think it's neat.
That's right.
Yeah, and
Marge.
there is one thing with the fourth Pikmin game that I kind of have mixed feelings about, because Pikmin 4 introduced the ability to explore at night. Except, not really, because it's kind of more of just a tower defense thing.
Okay.
Yeah, I did.
That also
really like
flings 8 fucking smoky progs at you towards the last couple of them. Which is annoying, because it, 1, removes the mystics of the smoky prog being an insanely difficult enemy, and 2, it's also just annoying because the smoky progs are annoying to deal with. I literally failed run night missions on purpose to get Dingo to do them, because if you fail a Dandori challenge or a night mission, you can get Dingo to do it for you without any penalty, outside of Dingo being a shit at you, because he thinks he's better than you. And I did that on purpose because I just didn't want to deal with it because it was kind of annoying. I really wish you would have just been allowed to explore at night.
Maybe,
and also this
maybe
fucking,
in Pikmin 5.
Maybe, if we get one. People are hoping for a DLC for this one, too. Yeah, because it took them 10 fucking years.
It did take
between
them 10
Pikmin 3 and Pikmin 4.
I mean, I'm going to keep saying language, but it doesn't seem to be making much of a difference.
Really
It's not.
My goodness.
It's not. I don't know, Evan can bleep it out if he wants.
No, don't censor us.
That's right.
Yeah, and there's also, in a couple of the caves, there's the return of the water wraith, which is kind of annoying because it's in there like 5 times. I think you really just should have put it in the one Submerged Castle remake and left it at that.
Sure.
Yeah, no, I agree
and also,
with you.
the final boss was really fun, though. It had multiple health bar phases, which there have been bosses previously that have had multiple phases, but none of them have had multiple health bars. Like, one big example is the Shaggy Longlegs, which also has the Baldy Longlegs form once you pluck all its hair off. But the Ancient Sire Hound has multiple different boss phases for different elemental types. There's a electric, ice, fire, and gloom, which is what the community has referred to as what the smoky prog spits out. The gloom phase is kind of annoying, though, because you have to navigate these huge-ass piles of gloom on the floor that if one Pikmin touches it, it insta-kills Pikmin, so that's kind of annoying.
Holy
Yeah.
shit,
But
it does?
the boss fight is super fun. Kind of sad that you can't rematch it without replaying through the whole game, though, because in the Piclopedia, you can fight it again, but it doesn't really do it the same way.
That's annoying.
But
All
yeah.
right.
But it is a super fun game. Highly recommend. Louis is in it. Louis is part of the final boss. He's riding the dog thing, which is to be expected.
Just
A
the second
common
time he's
phrase
done
around this, a common phrase around this community is "God damn it, Louis," because God damn it, Louis, stop doing shit. Because he's a little
Stop
shit
eating my
the
cabbage.
entire series.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I love him though. He's my favorite. He's a weird little freak, but I like weird little freaks, so I like him.
All right.
He
You're
eats
a
the
weird little
creatures,
freak.
which is kind of concerning, but we don't gotta talk about that. Anyway,
All right.
Hello.
Well, Pen,
Yes.
game of the year.
So what really makes a game of the year for me, there's a lot of factors that really goes into game of the year. First of all, it has to have good visuals, or at least visuals that are appealing to me. I said least wrong. It has to have good music, because if the music sucks, then that's all I'm gonna think about, because I love music. It's really good. So the music has to be good, the visuals has to be good, and mostly it just has to be fun to play. Because like if it's not fun to play, then it's not gonna keep players coming back to it even years later after its release. So a game like that for me, with good music, good visuals, and a fun play style, is Pizza Tower. It took like 5 years to make. It was started in around 2018 by, I think, just one dude. He goes by McPig. It was started by one dude, and then 5 years later, 2023, January 26th, I'm pretty sure, the game comes out, and it's a booming success. It's already had a bit of a cult following by that point, because demos were being released, but when it came out, it had like a boom in success, and I say it deserves it, because, again, the visuals are appealing to me, everything is unique, all of the different levels have different unique animated backgrounds, some of the levels have different unique elements, like power-ups, like the night power-up, or the ghost power-up, which I hate the ghost power-up, oh my god. No shame, but I hate the ghost power. Why am I shaking? I hate the ghost power-up. What?
Nothing.
I'm
going.
nervous.
Keep going.
Anyway.
Don't be nervous.
So, along with the fun visuals and the unique elements and the play style itself, because Wario Land type of games are also just really fun to play. Wario Land games, and even just the Wario Land games themselves, those are also really fun, because we have them on my dad's computer down here, and I come down and play them occasionally, so they're also really, really fun. And besides that, the music is also just it's just really good. What?
That's a funny way to describe it.
It's really good music. It's fun, it's catchy, it's an earworm that'll get stuck in your head for like weeks at a time, and then you'll not be able to focus on schoolwork because you got that one part in your head. But it's just really good. And that's the type of thing that makes it Game of the Year for me. And also the bosses are super fun. Everything is so unique, and the bosses, the second boss, if I could, I'd jump in my screen and I'd choke him out myself. But besides that, all the bosses are super duper fun, and especially getting P ranks is really, really fun. Besides the fact that it's very stressful, it makes me want to throw my monitor outside the window. Anyway, what are you going to say?
So, P ranking is like when you get through and you do the
when you
level
don't lose
perfectly.
a combo, when you lap it both times, because there's a second lap. Fun fact, you can actually unlock the second lap if you do the tutorial in under a certain amount of time, which I find that's pretty fun. So, if you don't lose your combo, which, oh my god, that is so hard on some of the levels. Like Fun Farm, I don't even want to get into Fun Farm. I hate Fun Farm. I hate Fun Farm. I hate it so much. That's not the point. What the point is, again, how to get on getting P-ranks. Keep the combo, lap it twice, don't get caught by feats of Ace. That's how you get a P-rank. Although, I've noticed that sometimes it's harder for me to get P-ranks because I just don't kill enough things because I'm focused on getting the fuck out of there.
Language.
Excuse my language. Excuse my French. Oui, baguette. Anyway, were you going to say something else?
No, so for those of you who don't
really
know,
difficult.
Pizza Tower is very, very similar to the Wario Land games.
I just said that.
It's much more, I think I would say, much more chaotic than the Wario Land games.
The main focus of Pizza Tower is mainly just go fast. I don't think that's the main focus for like the Wario Land series, but that definitely is the main focus for Pizza Tower, because if I remember right, I think it was either like a stream or something in the old Discord server that existed by that point. Fun fact, that server was actually deleted because there was such a massive influx of people joining in around when it was released that it had to be archived and deleted because it just could not function because of how many people were in it by
That's
that
kind of
point.
awesome though, like we have to close because so many people are interested in it.
It's a lot of support, and I'm very happy for the team. What was I saying?
I don't know. I'm not listening.
You're supposed to listen. You own the podcast.
Oh, that's right. You hear that, Chris? Evans? I own the podcast.
You own the podcast.
So
He owns a share of the podcast.
That's
What did you say?
Like old bankers up in the owning all the company shares.
So
I just blinded myself. Ow.
Pizza Tower is Penn's Game of the Year.
Yeah.
Pikmin 4 is Katie's Game of the Year.
It's a really good game.
Play
I
Pikmin.
could go on a whole tirade, and especially.
Well, we don't have that much time.
I know we don't
Play
have that
Pikmin.
much time. Shut up, Katie. I know we don't have that much time. But it's just a really good game. I highly recommend it. If you just want to have something to play to get your anger out after like work or something, if you just want to play it for fun, if you want to be a completionist to get 101%, if you want to do any of those things, or you just like it for other reasons, definitely go ahead and play it. It's like $20, I think, on Steam. Really
$10.
good. Highly recommend. Play it.
It's $10.
please.
All right.
Support indie devs.
Katie,
It's $10.
We're begging you.
Katie,
Yeah.
what game are you most looking forward to in 2024?
I'm flip-flopping between two because
Oh, it's all right. Your mom accuses me of flip-flopping all the time, so...
well, one, a new Nintendo Direct hasn't happened yet because
Sure, yeah, no,
and
this is just
Sega-
what we know.
Sega doesn't have like a direct thing as far as I know, really, so nothing of the two major video game companies I fanboy over has anything happening yet. But out of what is happening from like past year directs and stuff, that new Peach like showstopper, I don't remember the name because I didn't like re-look it up to go get the name, but that like new Peach game that they're doing is kind of interesting, because as far as I know, one, Peach hasn't had a new solo game in, like, a hot minute.
Oh, yeah.
And I like the idea of, like, the costumes and stuff, and I don't know, just new Peach game seems interesting. I like Peach, I like how she looks kind of,
Princess Peach.
I like
Showtime. Sorry.
Yeah. I like when she gets.
Why do you say it?
I like when she gets to do her own thing instead of just being the damsel in distress.
Yeah.
Like, I really liked how the Mario movie let her actually, like, do things.
Yeah, that was a nice touch.
Instead of just sitting there. That Mario movie was really good for what it is. But yeah. And then the other one that I'm flip-flopping between is that, that Pal World game that came out for early access, like, today. Came out for early access. It's basically Pokemon with, well, the, like, joke about it is that it's basically Pokemon with guns, but there's like a lot of actual like resource management and like farming and like building the weapons and actual Pokemon elements in it. And it actually, like, from what I've seen so far of some of the people playing the early access build, it actually looks kind of fun. It looks a lot more like an actual thing instead of just, oh, we made Pokemon with guns. And while Pokemon with guns is objectively hilarious, this does actually seem like an actual game. So, really excited about that. The fact that you can also make labor camps with the Pokemon is kind of hilarious, to build you more guns. And there's, like, actual farming, and a lot of the creature designs actually look super cool. So very excited about that. I hope they go far. I hope they go further than Temtem. I don't like Temtem. I have strong feelings about Temtem.
We don't get that.
That's a podcast for another podcast, as Kris and I are wont to say.
Yeah, Temtem. Anyway, but yeah, it actually looks like it's trying to do a lot more with its base concept than just Pokemon with guns, the video game. And I'm really excited about that. I hope they go far.
Yeah, they. I'm looking at a thing here on Kotaku right now. They are limiting the number of players on Xbox. On January 19th, entering early access. So the day that we are recording this podcast. As soon as it launched, it had 300,000 concurrent players on Steam.
Lord, that's so good for them.
That's so awesome, but crazy. Like, it is doing very, very well.
Like, imagine if
and it's just
that
like you said,
got that much. That'd be insane.
That'd be insane.
I'd cry.
But like you said, it's just early access, so that's really, really cool.
Yeah,
I might see if I can't get the early access if it's not like a paid early access thing.
I hope not.
We'll take a look. All right, Pen, close us out. What do you got? What game are you most looking forward to in 2024?
There's a few games that I'm pretty excited for, like Penny's Big Break, Little Nightmares 3, but the main one that I'm excited about for this year, that I'm pretty sure has a 2024 release, like, soon-ish, is Anton Blast. I have the demo. It's really fun, besides the fact I can't beat one level, because I suck shit at it.
Language!
But I'm really excited for Anton Blast, because it's also really good. I follow, Summit Sphere, the developers behind it, on pretty much everything I can get my grubby little mitts on. So I follow them on Twitter, Tumblr, because I have one of those.
They have a Tumblr?
Yeah, they have a Tumblr. They made it when, like, Twitter was gonna, like, shut down for, like, the third time.
Oh, yeah, because Elon is running that site into the ground.
Yeah, he is, but we don't gotta talk about that. Podcast for another podcast.
That's right.
But anyway, I've been getting a lot of news updates, especially recently. They just released, like, a video clip of a grind rail thing.
Okay.
So, like, Anton uses his hammer to, like, he kind of, like, surfs on it, and then he can, like, flip down and hold it up like he's, like, what's it called?
Thor?
Ziplining?
Ziplining, yes.
Okay.
So he's, like, ziplining on it and then skating on top of it. Thor.
So it's,
I thought he was, like, sliding with his legs and just holding the hammer up like Mjolnir. I'm sorry. I got
really
a very
funny,
different
though.
mental image.
That's really funny,
That's
though.
fine.
Please keep that in. Anyway, so, like, what I talk about, the music and visuals are a big sell for me. The music and the visuals for Anton Blast are really good. And also the developers just seem like really chill people, and I always appreciate that. Excuse me, I'm gonna burp. Okay, no I don't.
Well, at least it was off the microphone.
At least it was off the microphone that time.
I can't really off the microphone because it's on my face.
Just move the mic. Anyway.
I can only move it up so far.
And another little news tidbit that I've gotten is like this really... Don't play pad on the podcast.
Not playing, I'm just logging in. Shut up. Tell me what to do.
I will tell you what to do.
He needs
anyway.
a streak.
Continue.
There was another...
I'm literally making sure my streak stays on Pikmin
There's
Bloom right
another...
now.
Oh, both of you, focus on the podcast! Another video was released recently of this big fat ball buster. Yeah, they're called ball busters, by the way. It was a big fat ball buster that I've just been calling Big Jim in my head because we don't have a name for him,
Jim.
so I call him Big Jim.
That's fine.
And it's really cool, and they actually animate pretty interesting. How they do their animations to make them so smooth is they animate them not pixelated first, and then they have like another team that goes back in and then pixelates it all, which I find that really cool.
That's cool.
Yeah. So like,
I wonder if we'll ever get like the unpixelated frames leaked, or if you could like turn on unpixelated version.
probably
or something
not.
Like
That'd be weird.
that would be
That
neat,
would be
though.
weird
Yeah.
if you turn off all the pixels. I was actually there for one of the streams on Twitch for I forget what it was for, but I think it was like some sort of game-a-thon thing.
Yeah.
And I actually got to see the Tallbuster boss fight live, and it looked really fun, but it also looked really hard, which I also like that. I like when indie games like that give me a challenge, but still keep it really fun to play.
Yeah.
That's
I've
always
seen
a good
that.
thing.
I've seen that Tallbuster guy. I like how he looks. He looks like a
Tallbuster's
little
cool.
weasel
I like
thing.
all the boss busters. I think Tallbuster is my
Weezer.
favorite though.
He
What'd you
looks
say?
like a Weezer thing. Phew, I look just like Buddy Holly.
Katie, I'm gonna
Cut that
slap
out.
you once I get upstairs.
Cut that out.
I'm gonna slap you once I get upstairs. No, leave that in. Leave it in. Be
All right.
cringy.
So we've got, and we're going
music's
to wrap
also
it up
super
here.
duper
We're about an hour and a half in.
We're hour in.
Hour and a half
Jesus.
almost. So
Shit.
language.
Yeah, because my Pikmin ramble took like 20 minutes.
It's all right.
Yeah.
It's all right. Chris and I usually go for 3. So,
God damn.
yeah.
I
It's-
like Pikmin. I will talk. I could do an entire episode of me just talking about Pikmin.
And that's why
I don't
I'm-
think anyone would listen to that.
They would not.
But I would do it.
Which is why I'm stopping it now. It's all right.
I could do multiple episodes about just Pikmin. I don't
Jesus.
think you realize how much mania about Pikmin I have.
I-
I am
Hey, you need to
surrounded
take
by
some
Pikmin right now.
medication.
We'll do that for the, I don't know. I'm sure we'll figure it out there somewhere. But, all right. So we've got
Katie's insane
Anton
asylum.
Blast and Pal World and
Wishlist Anton Blast on Steam. You didn't hear it from me.
Princess Peach Showtime. I am very excited for those too. We talked about. I know Chris is really excited for Anton Blast.
He is.
Yeah, he's also really excited for the Princess Peach game. So
My
Oh,
man.
there's also a Splatoon 3 DLC side order
shit,
that's
yeah.
coming out soon.
Oh,
That
yeah,
looks
yeah.
super
That
interesting,
does
so
look
I'm
very
excited
cool.
to see where that goes.
All right.
But I don't know enough about it to talk about it for as long as I can do with other
I
games
heard
that
one
I'm
of the
more
music-
interested
I think,
in
like,
their
Dead Fish
upcoming
or whatever
development
it's
of.
called is in it.
yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna call it there.
Yeah, I gotta go get my beauty sleep.
Yeah, me too. Thank you guys.
You don't take.
I'm
beauty
gonna play
sleep.
an F&F mod after this. I'm not going to sleep. Y'all are weak.
Thank you guys for doing this. Thank you for filling in for Chris.
No problem. This is fun.
We appreciate
Yeah, no problem.
it.
This is fun.
I hope this was.
This is
was
insanity.
Fun. Yeah, I hope it was fun
It's
for the
chaotic.
listeners. I had fun.
I had fun.
But all right, I'm gonna read. The thing, and then we're gonna call it a night. So
Thank God.
Yeah.
that's our.
Every
Shush! No more.
Sorry,
You're
the
done
talking
now.
stick.
No,
The talking stick.
you're done. You don't get to talk anymore.
Oh, I'll
Yeah.
mute my mic. I'll mute my mic.
Please do. That's our show. Join us next week as we bring you episode 499, the ones where the gamers get scurvy. We're on most social media platforms, and if you want to get in touch with us, we aren't very difficult to find. All it takes is a quick look at our show notes. You'll see links to our social media accounts, as well as all manner of other fun stuff, like a link to our namesake, StoneAgeGamer.com, and more useful links than you can shake a joystick at. If you'd like to get early access to this show's episodes, as well as a bevy of other shows on the Geekade Podcast Network, check out our Patreon, also linked to in the show notes. It helps keep this show running week after week, and all our patrons are loved and appreciated. This show's theme song, Squared Roots, was written by Banjo Guy Ollie. You can learn all about his wonderful music and more by following the link to his YouTube channel. Also, you guessed it, in the show notes. And finally, as always, We'd like to thank our intrepid editor, Evan, especially this week, for making this show listenable for all you folks. We'd like to thank all you folks for listening in the first place. That's it, everyone. On behalf of myself, Katie, Penny, and the entire Stone Age Gamer family, keep playing games.